Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're talking about a huge shift in artificial intelligence. We're moving away from AI that just answers our questions to AI that actually accomplishes our goals.
So, if you've ever used a tool like ChatGPT, you probably know this feeling. On one hand, it's an absolute genius. But on the other, you have to guide it every single step of the way. It needs constant instructions, a ton of hand-holding. It's kind of like having a brilliant toddler on your team.
And this really just hits the nail on the head. We want a strategic partner. We want to say, plan my trip to Tokyo and have it just, happen. But what we get feels more like a new intern asking, okay, boss, what's the very first thing I should do? This creates what I call the AI assistant paradox. The tool is incredibly smart, but using it means we have to break our own thinking down into these tiny, tedious steps. And that's the core of the problem, right? Current AI is stuck in this endless loop of prompt and response. It's great at executing one task at a time, but it has no idea how to manage a whole project. It doesn't have long-term memory, it lacks the big picture context, and it certainly can't act on its own. It's a powerful tool, for sure, but it's still just a tool. But what if AI could finally break out of that loop? Well, that's exactly where this next evolution, Agentic AI, comes in. And this isn't just some small upgrade. We're talking about a fundamental shift from thinking of AI as a tool to thinking of it as a genuine teammate. This chart really spells it out, the intern versus the project manager. Instead of just waiting for your next command, an AI agent takes your high-level goal, creates its own plan, and then executes all the steps. You get to stop micromanaging the process and start delegating the outcome. It's a huge difference. So to put a formal definition on it, Agentic AI isn't just a smarter chatbot. It's a whole system that's designed to reason, to plan, and then to act on its own to get something done. And that magic word, the one that changes the entire game, is autonomously. I really love this quote because it captures the future so well. We're moving from a passive relationship with AI, where we're just pulling information out of it, to an active one, where we push goals to it and it goes out and makes them happen. So if AI can manage entire projects on its own, what does that mean for business? Well, it basically blows the doors wide open. It creates this massive new landscape of opportunities, kind of like a new gold rush, but for agentic AI. Let's make this real with an example. Imagine you're a startup or a small business. Now imagine hiring a full marketing team, a strategist, a copywriter, a social media manager, the whole shebang, all for the price of a single software subscription. And here's how it would work. You wouldn't tell it how to do marketing. You just give it a business objective, something simple like increase our leads by 20% this quarter. The agent then takes over. It researches the market, plans the strategy, creates the ads, runs the campaign, and even optimizes it in real time based on what's working, all without you needing to step in. And this isn't just about making things more convenient. Because these agents can analyze data and optimize their own performance 24/7, the potential for efficiency is just staggering. Some are predicting this could lower customer acquisition costs by up to 40%. That's a real game changer. Okay, let's look at another one. How about a total game changer for the tech world? An agent that can write, test, and deploy its own code, just from a simple description. Seriously? Think about what this means. A process that right now takes a whole team of engineers, weeks, maybe months, could be kicked off with a single prompt. The agent handles everything, planning the architecture, choosing the tech, writing all the code, testing it, fixing bugs, and pushing it live. So clearly, this is way more than just another cool piece of tech. It represents a fundamental change in how we work, how we create, and how we build businesses. Let's really break down what this means for you. All right, let's boil it all down. First, this is a move from tools to teammates. Second, these systems act on big picture goals, not just little prompts. Third, this is going to unlock a whole new class of autonomous businesses. But the most important takeaway is the last one. Our focus is going to shift. It's no longer about doing the work. It's about defining the work. Our value is in the vision, not the manual execution. So why does this matter so much? Because for decades, the biggest thing standing between a great idea and a real product was the sheer complexity and cost of execution. Agent AI is about to make execution a commodity. And that means your vision, your strategy, your ideas, they're about to become more valuable than ever before.
And that leaves us with one last, pretty provocative thought. In a world where you can deploy an autonomous team to build almost anything you can imagine, what's the real limit anymore? It's not technical skill. It's not money. It's just the scope of your ambition. So the question is, what are you going to build?